yes, you can extend a lease of a shared ownership flat, but the statutory qualifications that give you a right to extend don't always apply to shared ownership flats. So the first thing that we look at is whether the lease itself was issued for the charitable purposes of the housing association. If it was, then you will not be a qualifying tenant, and you will not have a statutory right to extend under the 1993 Act. But in most circumstances, housing associations will run a voluntary extension process where you can actually apply on a voluntary basis, pay for their valuer to undertake the valuation exercise, and they will entertain a lease extension, even though, strictly speaking, under the statutory process, you're not going to be able to force their hand. But what we commonly find is the actual split on who pays what becomes a bone of contention. So shared ownership usually means that someone will not own 100% of the flat unless they've staircased to 100%. So if you own 25% of the, or even 50% of the ownership of the flat, and you go through the voluntary process of the housing association, they could still require you to pay 100% of the appropriate premium payable to extend the lease, which doesn't really sit fairly. It doesn't seem fair in my evaluation of the situation, because if you don't own 100% of the flat, but you're being charged 100% of the price. We deal with the situation commonly, and if you do have any queries, please do not hesitate to contact the Anthony Gold's Leasehold Services team.